a little glittery. So, but what we practice is, we call it red nose clowning or sacred clowning. And it's sacred because when we are clowns, we tell our truth. We are honest about who we are and how we're feeling and what's happening with us on the stage or off the stage. And that is sacred for us, because I sometimes don't tell the truth because I'm trying to protect myself. I'm trying to be safe. And I feel like maybe I'll be made fun of. Someone will tease me. Someone will scold me. So I keep becoming different people. And I don't tell my full truth. Everything that is true for me, I don't tell because I don't feel safe. But then when I do, then it becomes sacred for me. It becomes something that's pure, and that's fun, and it's love. And that's why we call it sacred clowning. My name is Sukhmani, and I live in Udaipur, Rajasthan, and that is Vibhuti.
Hi.
And Vibhuti lives in Delhi and Ambala. Right now she's in Ambala, which is near Delhi, in the north. And do you want to know about how both of us got into clowning? How we started clowning? How did we become clowns? Okay, let's see. One day I woke up and there was a nose on my nose and I was a clown. No, that's a lie. It took some time. So I met a clown when I was, I think, about 18 or 19 years old.
And how old are you right now?
You don't ask ladies such questions, and especially a lady clown like me, because I have to tell the truth now, because now I'm a clown, I can't lie. So now I will have to tell you my true age. Are you ready for it? You want to know how old I am right now?
Yes.
Yes?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay. I am. Okay, so my clown is about, let's say, 15 years old. My clown is 15 years old. It's a teenager. So she can be very moody. Yes, she fights with her parents a lot because she's a teenager. But the non-clown, Sukhmani, is 35 years old. 35. And Vibhuti, how old are you, if I may ask you?
You just said you don't ask a female clown.
But now I've asked you, now you have to tell the truth.
Okay. Vibhuti is 28 years old. Just this year, 28, I turned. And my clown is, I think, 11 years. Maybe just the age that you guys are around. Yeah? Anybody here 11 years old?
Me. Yeah, me. Yes, I heard. Yeah, 11 years old.
We all are 11 years old.
I'm 11 years.
Today we all are telling truth. We all are 11 years old.
Wow.
Truth can be relative, you know. What is true today may not be true tomorrow. So today I am 15 years old, but tomorrow I may be 6 years old. You never know. Truth can be relative and it changes, no? Wait, I have a song about it. Do you want to hear a song? Vibhuti and I can sing you a song. Do you want to hear a clown song before we start telling you about us?
Okay.
Okay. Let me just tune my throat a little.
Higher.
Okay. Vibhuti. Thanks. It's an original composition. I just made it up today, right now. Okay. Now, Vibhuti, we should tell them what we have to tell them.
Okay.
I think it's time to tell them the truth. The secret. Okay? Yes, are you ready?
Yes.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, tell us.
Okay. The truth is that I'm shy. I can't tell you. Okay. Before that, I will tell you how I became a clown. Okay. So there is this girl Sukhmani, who's also this, and then there's this girl Nana, who's the clown. And Sukhmani was 19 years old when she met Nana, who's the clown. And the clown teacher told her that everyone in this world has a clown inside of them. Everyone, even you have a clown inside. In fact, your clown is more alive than any older person's clown. Okay? Why? Because the clown, as we get older, what happens is that because we get scolded or we get teased or, we're told, no, you should be like this, no, you should be like this, you should be a good boy or a good girl and you should be obedient and honest and, all these things, the shoulds that we are told. So, 1 minute, you should not put your finger in your nose, okay? So all these shoulds are there, so that as I get older and older, because people keep telling me how I should be, I start changing myself and I start becoming someone else, and I forget who I really, really, truly am. My true self, who is not hiding anywhere, who is just showing up just as they are, right? Who's not scared to tell people, this is who I am. I am weird and I am strange. And people laugh at me sometimes. But that's okay because I like myself. And that when I was becoming a clown, when my teacher was teaching me, this is what I was learning. I was learning to be myself. To be and not fear what other people are thinking and what other people are wanting me to be. Right? And what was true for me and telling my truth. And that is how the training for becoming a clown is like. And there's of course a lot of playing and a lot of theater and a lot of drama, and we do a lot of dancing and a lot of storytelling, and we do a lot of creating something out of nothing. Right? And that's how I became a clown. And then I kept becoming more and more a clown as I kept learning more about it, and I did a lot of reading and I did a lot of workshops, and I taught. The more I taught people, the more I learned myself. When I used to teach people clowning, then I had to learn. I had to read up a lot of things and understand how to teach people. And the more I told people about it, the more I was like, yeah, that's what a clown is. That's what a clown is. So then I started learning more and more, and then I started directing shows, and we started doing these big plays. Who all have seen a play on a stage, like a live play, a theater play? How many?
I have. I think.
Mishti has, and
I have seen.
oh wow,
I'm not sure.
you're not sure. Like, you know, instead of not the cinema, like not on a screen, but like on a stage. Have you seen like a story being told where the actors are acting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw it in like Mumbai Playback Theatre.
Oh, you saw playback theater?
Yeah, in the stage.
Yeah.
In Kalakuda Festival.
Kalagoda.
Auntie.
Yes. Huh.
I have dressed up as a clown, but not with the nose.
Then what did you do?
Seal here.
Oh,
In
wow.
our school, like not for us, but for big people, they dressed up like clowns, but not with noses. They'll have stitches in their mouth, black ones like that. Or
So there are all kinds of clowns, right? And we will talk about all these different kinds of clowns because not all clowns wear noses sometimes. Sometimes even I don't wear a nose. Sometimes even Vibhuti doesn't wear a nose. So we'll talk about the different kinds of clowns that there are in this world. But before that, let's see what Vibhuti has to say about how she became a clown. Vibhuti, how did you become a clown?
Okay, so I have a question, Sukhmani auntie. Can you breathe when you wear that clown?
Yes, see, there's nostrils over here.
Yeah,
Okay.
mine too.
Okay.
I have my mouth also.
Okay, so then I have a question. So, if I know what is a clown, but I don't know what is clowning. What is clowning?
Huh? Yeah. We will. So I thought that we could first hear from Vibhuti what she has to say, and then that's a very good question, Advay. And we will go into that just now after Vibhuti has said something. Vibhuti, what were you going to say?
I was going to say that, you know, when I started to have white hair, I have a lot of them, you can't see. I comb them nicely. So when I had a lot of white hair, I was thinking I'm becoming a very serious person. You know, I love my smile. I love when I smile. But I wasn't smiling as much. I was very serious. I was just like looking at life and running and looking. And so, you know, in school I didn't get to do a lot of theater. My teachers told me, you know, you can't do voice modulation. Like, I was just put out. I would always sit and watch a play, but I couldn't do it. So a few years ago I wanted to learn theater or learn about my body. I wanted to, you know, like, I have this, I'm thinking like, wow, my body is such a beautiful gift and I want to like connect to it more, and I wanted to do something. So somebody suggested that I go meet Sukhmani. That's when I met her first a few years ago. And she was doing a play, she was directing a play, and I would just go sit there and, you know, just laugh for hours. And I haven't laughed as much, and it was so much fun. Even when nothing was funny, I would just feel so much joy in my body. I was so happy. I was becoming a happy person and not so much of a serious person. And so I started to learn clowning under Sukhmani, and I love doing it. I just feel like, you know, I'm not thinking so much. I'm being more creative. I was always a very creative child as a kid. When I was a child, I was growing up when I was literally 11. But then I'd forgotten it. You know, I wasn't using it so much. Like, I was always coloring the leaves green. I never thought, you know, like, leaves also become yellow and red at different times, right? But I was like just doing one thing. So when I started to do clowning, it was so much fun. I would laugh so much and I would smile so much. And um, I was just also being honest. And it really brought me a lot of joy. So that's why I continue to do clowning.
And what is clowning?
What is clowning?
Okay, so this is what I have by-hearted the definition of clowning.
I think putting that clowns in your faces and all.
Yes, little bit, yes. Little, it can be like that, yes.
That's the
But
first step.
yes, that's the first step. Because you see, you see when I become someone else, like when I am trying to so clowning is unmasking. And what that means is when I put on a mask, right? Have you ever put a mask on your face? Do you know what
Yes.
masks are?
Yeah.
Yes. So when I
Corona time, we all are wearing masks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
grown-ups wear a lot of masks, right? Because sometimes we have to be very serious and we have to be professional, and we have to, when we go to work, then we can't be like all the time, right? We have to be like serious. Like how Vibhuti was saying, she was becoming a very serious person, and she was forgetting who she really is. And she's really a very naughty person. Actually, I know that she's very. She can play a lot of tricks if you let her, and she can be also very funny. But she can also be very. She's a very nice person also. But when she starts becoming someone that she isn't, because so that people don't make fun of her and people don't tease her, and she's like, no, maybe I should be like this, maybe I should be like that. That's when you are wearing a mask. You become someone else. And clowning is taking off all those masks and being your true self, whoever you are in this moment. If in this moment you're feeling bored and lazy, then that's okay. You can be bored and lazy. If in this moment you are curious and you want to know more, then that's okay. You can be like that. So whoever you are in this moment is clowning. And when we go on stage and we perform as clowns, that's what we're doing. We're not acting funny. There's no acting in clowning. There's no like being something that you're not. You're just when I go on stage, I have a story. Sometimes I decide, okay, maybe this is something that I'll do. I'll go like this and I'll play with a plate, or I'll play with the ball. So I decide these things. But how I play with the ball and what will happen with the ball, I don't decide. That just happens naturally when I'm on stage. And it usually happens because my clown is very clumsy. You understand what clumsy is? Yeah? Because my clown is very clumsy, because clumsy is someone who keeps dropping things and falling over, and because my true self is clumsy, I always end up breaking a lot of things. But that's okay, no problem. Yes, no problem. I also fix them later. I don't break hearts, but actually I do sometimes do that also. But never mind. So that is what clowning is. Clowning is being who you really are, and expressing that and showing, and not hiding behind a mask and not hiding behind something, but really kind of showing up and saying, hey, I'm weird and I like it. And sometimes clowns are not weird. Sometimes clowns are they're very graceful, and they're very amazing, and they have so much talent. And that's who clowns are. And sometimes clowns are weird, and weird is also good. Who says weird is bad? Right? Right? Because I'm weird. I think it's good.
Oh, then clowning doesn't need preparations?
Well, it does a little bit. It takes a lot of practice. Sometimes, I think the preparation is really learning and practicing to be honest, because that's very hard sometimes. It can be very difficult in many situations to be honest, right? When there are people laughing at you and judging you and saying, hey, you should do this, then it's very hard, because you also want to fit in, and you want people to like you. But I have noticed that when I am being myself, and when I'm being my beautiful clown, then people like me, and I like people, and I like me, right? And so I don't know.
May I ask
Who is it
another
who asked?
question?
Advait, did that answer your question?
So my question is, how do you make?
Go ahead, Avni.
Can I like? How do you make the nose kind of thing?
How do I make a nose?
Yeah.
What do you mean? I was born like this. I didn't make it. This is how I
No,
came.
you're wearing a string. I know.
No, I'm not wearing a nose. Who said I'm this is my nose.
No.
No, she's asking about that string that's going next to your eye.
This
Yeah.
is so that when my clothes are wet, I can dry them on this. I hang them. This is my laundry line. When I wash my clothes, I dry. This is like my portable laundry line. I go everywhere and I dry my clothes on it. That is what this is for.
Can I hang my mobile?
Huh?
Hang my mobile too?
No, this is my private line.
Hang my pant.
No, it's for me. It's for me. It's not for you. I hang things on it. But Avani, to answer your question, some people, I'm not saying I because this is my nose, but some people make noses out of, for example, something like this is made of an eggshell, and then I put a lot of paper coating on it, like paper mache and Fevicol and paper mache, and then I put glitter on it. But some people also wear rubber noses, like they're made out of rubber. They buy it like that. And, like Vibhuti, this is also her real nose. So I'm not saying that this is not her nose, but this is a rubber nose made out of rubber. And you can buy it like that. But you can use anything and make a nose out of it. You can take like this bottle homeopathic medicine and just put it like that, become a nose. You can take this big a bottle also, make it a nose. And you can
You
make.
can blow a balloon and stick something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leelaka,
Yes.
we can take one small plastic ball and we cut it off and we can make the nose.
And then you can add your own personal laundry line to it like this.
Okay.
I hang food here because I'm always hungry and I always carry food. So, like I hang an apple because my mother tells me to eat an apple, it brings
But
me
I know why. It keeps the doctor away.
Yes. But my uncle is a doctor. I don't want to keep him away, but I just want to keep the disease away.
When there are pesticides in the apple, then
I wash it. Wash. And peel.
okay.
You could also like that. Also, like you could do like some tear some apple and put it.
Where?
We can cut a bit.
Yes, but sometimes what happens is when you wear an apple on your nose, and if there's a stray dog that starts following you, and the dog might come and eat your apple, then it would be a little
What me? I love apples.
Or yeah, Vibhuti might attack you. Your nose might bite your nose off.
But now Corona is there. How could she? How could she attack in online?
We clowns have our ways of doing things. We are very mysterious and magical people. We can always do these things.
You can even peel the apple skin from the string.
Yeah.
Possible. There are all kinds of ways. Are you going to try to make a nose for yourself? Because I think you should. It will be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, next.
And do you know all the different kinds of clowns that there are in this world? Should I tell you about them?
Just
Yeah.
a minute. Also, we can cut the tomato and put it here.
Then,
And also apple.
Your nose will be smelling very good.
So, yes, after some time, it's
And
going
also
to
we can
start
eat it
rotting,
also.
and then it will rot on your nose, and then you will keep start. Then you will know. If you can't smell the rotting tomato, then you have corona. Like that. That's a very good test for the corona.
I have a question.
You can even lick your nose then. Yeah, correct.
I can't reach it.
Try. All of you try. Can you take your tongue to your nose?
It would be
I
easy
can't
if
do
we,
it.
it would be easy if we take
No, I
the
can't.
clown. That time we could. I mean,
I have a question.
Okay, tell me.
Are you a clown or a mime clown?
That's a very good question. Okay, so mimes are artists who only talk with their body. They don't use any words, right? Have you seen? You know what a mime is? Who doesn't know?
I know what a mime
I've
is.
seen a live mime show in my school.
That's amazing. Okay, so you know that clowns, mimes are very, very technical. They are very precise. They're very clear about everything that they're doing with their hands and their whole body. They don't speak a word. They don't make any sounds. They only use their body, right? Now, clowns use mime. For clowns, mime is a language, right? So sometimes when I am performing, I don't speak at all. I only use my body, but I'm not as precise and clear and amazing as a mime, because there's a lot of technical training that goes into being a mime. I have learned from a mime, but for me, mime is a language. A clown uses mime as a language. Like how we are speaking English right now, like that, mime is a language that clowns sometimes use.
Can I ask a question? What is the difference between Joker and a clown?
Okay, that's a very important question also. So, a lot of people, there's not much difference. Joker is a clown and a clown is a joker. But it's also how people understand the word, and how like they have come across. A lot of people in India especially know clowns or jokers from the circus, right? So in the circus there are these jokers who will do all kinds of juggling, and they'll fall, and they'll wear these wigs and big hats and big shoes, right? So that those are also clowns, but they're a kind of clowns. My clown doesn't even know how to juggle. I've been trying to learn since 15 years and I can't learn it. I don't have it. I don't have the skills. So I will never get a job in a circus. But it's really how different cultures have different names for the clown. In Hindi, the name for a clown, and clowns are very, very old in India. You know, they've been part of the folk theatre. You know what? Different folk theatre forms in India, like Yakshagana, Tirkutu. These are different kind of. These are in South, and even in the North, we have Bhand and all these different old traditional theatre forms. In that, there's a word called Vidhushak. Vidhushak was the joker, and in Shakespearean language, the jester was the clown. So different cultures have different word for the clown, and there are different kinds of clowns. So the circus clowns are different. The kind of clowning I do is different. I do more theatrical clowning. Then there are clowns who go to hospitals. They're called doctor clowns. They go to hospitals and they go to all the places, you know, where children and people have seen a war, or they live under lots of stress and anxiety, or you know, have a very tough life. Clowns go there to give them a little bit of joy and to help them feel a little less stressed, and you know, uh, you know how sometimes when you're feeling sad and bad and anxious and stressed out, if you truly laugh from your heart, just for a second, you know, you feel a little better, and you know, okay, I can deal with this, I can do this, I can solve problems, right? And so that's what doctor clowns do. They go to these places where people don't feel a lot of hope, and they help them, just not just laugh, but just help them feel a lot of ease and a lot of hope. So, Syria, there's a lot of refugee camps there, people who've been displaced from their countries, who've lost their countries, they come and live in another country, but they don't have a home. So a lot of clowns go there to those people. And, in Kashmir, where there's a lot of war, and children, don't get to laugh a lot, clowns go there. And then in cancer wards and in the hospitals where people are so stressed out, oh no, what's going to happen? Oh, am I going to die? And parents and everyone, their relatives are feeling bad, the clowns go there. And when they go there and they're just be clowns and they help people feel less stress, then things become clearer and they say, yeah, okay, I can do this, I can manage it, I can figure this out, right? So that's what doctor clowns do. And what other kind of clowns are there, Vibhuti?
Where do you go?
To the hospital.
What?
Where are you both have been?
Where have we been, Vibhuti?
Doing these clowning, which
So,
people.
I don't do so much of medical clowning or doctor clowning, but Sukhmani and I have done a lot of shows on the stage. We've also performed in the street, in farmers market, with children at children's festivals, storytelling festivals. These days with Corona, we are also doing shows online. We are making some videos. Yeah.
I have a question. Even there are horror clowns, right?
Sorry, say that again.
There are even horror clowns, right? Horror clowns.
There is a clown. Sorry, Sukhmani, you said.
No, go ahead.
I was saying that, there are clowns which, I forget the name, but they have all white face. Like they paint their face all white and then the nose is red. And I wouldn't say they're horror clowns, but they are somebody who not necessarily is making jokes, but it's talking about something very real. They're talking about war, or they're talking about just what the real emotions are. So clowns always don't have to be funny. If they do something and somebody laughs, then it's fine. Otherwise, they're just being very true. Like whatever is coming right now, if I'm feeling a little nervous, with all of you right now, I will, I will just be, and I will just say I'm nervous. Or if I'm feeling excited, I will just say excited. But I won't lie, so however we are feeling, that's what happens. But there's also a movie I know in which there was a character who was a joker and he was like a ghost. Is that what
it right? IT.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
one.
so actually, when we become a clown, one of the promises that we make is that when I am being a clown, I will never hurt anyone, emotionally, mentally, or physically, because the role of a clown is to be there to comfort people and to be there with love and to always give love, right? Because if you're being true and honest and you're feeling angry, the clown also feels angry, right? Then, but there is anger, but there's also a lot of acceptance and love behind that. And we have our ways of expressing our anger. If I don't express my anger, I keep feeling angry inside and never tell anyone, then I might go and hurt someone. But if I'm always expressing and letting people know in a way that they can hear it, right? And if I'm expressing my anger, but not really hurting anyone, but just saying, hey, I'm angry right now. There's a difference in saying, hey, I'm angry, and saying, I'm gonna kill you, I'm so angry. There are different ways, right, of expressing anger. And a clown always expresses anger in a way that other people can hear it and not get scared, right? And so the movie It and those kind of movies, they're not real clowns. They are just things that people write, but they're not really clowns because they're not being honest, you know? Thank you for that question.
If hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So if how to not make them scared and do like angry emotion?
If I am not like, one way of showing anger is by hitting someone or being violent, but there are non-violent ways of showing like that I'm angry, of just expressing, right? Of just saying I'm feeling weird, I'm feeling angry, I might scream, but I'm not violent towards anyone, right? And so one way of showing anger is being violent and calling people names and, being hurtful. But there's always other ways of showing it, because anger is not a bad emotion. There's no such thing as a bad emotion, right? There's sadness.
Can we show anger happily?
I don't know. Have you ever been able to do that?
No, I've not tried.
Yeah, I am able to.
You're able to?
Wow.
I've not tried.
I think different people have different ways of showing anger. So maybe someone could be able to show anger happily. Say, hey, I'm angry.
Yeah. Yes.
My way of showing anger is sometimes I don't like to share my food, and when my father says I want a piece of your cake, I come to my room and I'm like, and I just like tell myself I wanted to eat more cake, and just that's my way of showing anger. It's some gibberish.
Yeah. Some people say it in gibberish. Okay, why don't you show me? Make a face of like when you're angry, what kind of a face do you make? Everyone, show me.
Yes.
And how else do you show anger? Yeah, wow, amazing. I'm feeling very.
Yes, Sukhmani. With this, we will ask today. Krishna has prepared some questions to ask you people. So he is our interviewer. So he will, he will interview you with his questions. Yes, over to Krishna. You can have it on the stage. Others, if you have questions, you can keep it. So once Krishna is done, then you can ask your questions. Okay? Yeah. Yes,
Yeah.
over to you, Krishna.
Yeah, 1 minute. Yeah, so my first question is, what inspired you to do clowning?
Okay, I can answer that question, and Vibhuti can also tell us. So when in school, I used to always be a very different. I felt very different from others, and I felt a little weird when I went to school, and like everyone, I wasn't popular or anything like this, and I grew up with a family of theater people. Like my family does theater, so I had weird people at home, and then I couldn't be weird in school. And when someone told when I learned clowning, what was the best thing that happened to me when I became a clown was that I was allowed to be my true weird self. No one was telling me or teasing me or telling me like, oh, you shouldn't be like this, or oh, you should be more like that. And no one was scolding me. And my teacher told me, hey, just be yourself. Do whatever you want to do, as long as you don't hurt anyone. And that is what really attracted me and inspired me to be a clown in my life and to take it up. And actually, by now, it's been 15 years, and now I feel like I don't even have to wear a nose or say that, oh, I'm clowning right now, because I'm always clowning. You should ask my husband. He keeps saying, oh, I married a clown. And it can be a little inconvenient for him. but I it just gave me the license to just be myself. And I think I felt safe to be, and I felt I could love myself just as I am. That's what was inspiring to me.
Okay, like then when do you get interested in clowning?
I didn't know about clowning till before I met this clown. I didn't know there was something like clowning. But then I was part of this workshop that my teacher did, and I trained with her for the first time ever, and that was the first time I even heard about clowning. So she was from Portugal, and she was a clown, and she is a clown, and she was in Chandigarh. That's my hometown. When I was growing up, and in Chandigarh, I learned it. That's how I first. Vibhuti, what about you?
I learned it from Sukhmani. When I was feeling very tight in my body and I was feeling like, oh, I also want to learn something new. And when I first experienced clowning, like, I just loved it. I loved it. And I felt like I want to keep that and keep practicing that and get better at it. So that's what inspired me. And that's when I started to do it.
Okay, so who taught you clowning?
Vibhuti also teaches me clowning. Both of us teach each other clowning. But
who taught you clowning at the first?
Yes, my first teacher was a clown called Anna from Portugal. She was from a country called Portugal. And she was visiting Chandigarh at that time. She was interning in my mother's organization, and she taught me clowning for the first time.
Do you make your own costumes?
I don't stitch them, no, but I do design them. Yes.
Mix and match.
Mix and match. And I once got a tailor to make a frock for me because I wanted to wear a frock. And I designed it and I gave it to them. But I don't stitch.
Okay, what do you want to tell people through your actions?
Vibhuti, do you have an answer for that?
I'm thinking through.
I think for me, it's important that, you know, how I said that I got the freedom to be myself. The reason that inspires me to be a clown every day in my life is so that I can give that freedom to others. And I can let others feel safe to be themselves, and let them feel like I am not judging them and I'm accepting them, and I'm truly loving them. That's what I want to put outside in the world. Vibhuti, what about you?
I think what I want to tell, or what I share when I'm doing clowning, is that, life does not have to be serious. Even challenging things and difficult things can be light and joyful and fun. And, if only we just see it like that.
Yeah, then what all moves do you know in clowning?
What
moves do you know in clowning?
Rules.
Tricks.
Oh, tricks as in, like, juggling and all, like that. Like skills.
Yeah, skills.
I can juggle plastic packets.
I can walk backside front, like without seeing where I'm going?
I can do fake magic. I can trick people into thinking I'm doing magic, but I'm not.
Okay, this is the last but not the least. How do you feel about clowning?
I feel grateful. I feel really thankful that I have this skill and this nose that helps me be myself, and also the power that it gives me to create an experience for other people. I feel very grateful, and also I sometimes feel very powerful that I can help people laugh, or I can help people feel things, and I can create all these magical experiences for people. And I also feel now that it's a very big part of my life, in and who I am. It's a big part of my identity, my personality. Um, and what else do I feel? Vibhuti, what do you feel?
I feel wow. I'm always surprised at what comes out of me and other clowns. I also feel yum. It's like, having a delicious meal and feeling satisfied. And I also feel surprised, like wow, almost like my eyes go wide because I'm like loving it.
I also feel like that sometimes, but I also feel like I can solve any problem. Life can throw any problem at me, and I can solve it. And I can be, I can turn it into an opportunity. I can turn it into something magical. Yeah, so it's taught me to be more accepting of problems. That problems aren't a bad thing in my life. They're good. They open more doors, more opportunities for me.
How
What,
about
Should we play a game?
what beliefs you
What? Sorry, Leela?
think? What do you see beliefs in people about clowning, which has changed your life?
What beliefs about clowning have changed my life?
Yeah.
I think one thing that just being myself, and being like not being in fear of what people are thinking has changed my life a lot. A lot of decisions I've taken in my life have been brave, but at the same time have been very good decisions because they've only made my life more fulfilling. Um, and it's also helped me love myself a lot, like my body, the way I look, or the way I am, and just like it's also given me a lot of. It's my profession now, so it also gives me income. That's good. Good to make money. Uh, yeah, Vibhuti.
I forgot what I was thinking. uh, I was thinking, now I remember, that I'm carrying a little less weight on my head because I don't have to be one perfect way or do things one way, or like always solve a problem or always be right. So I definitely feel lighter. It's nice to walk lighter. That's one big thing for sure.
Krishna, you have any more questions? Krishna, you can ask. If others have questions, they can share.
Yeah, that's it. My questions are done.
You can ask if people have any other questions. They can.
Anybody has questions, you can just ask. Yeah.
And let's play a game after that.
So, hi Sukhmani, I wanted to know how are you with your kids at home?
I don't have kids.
Oh, okay. Family, with your family.
But with my family, I like the kids in my house. They, I'm actually very honest with them. So a lot of times, whatever I'm feeling, I kind of, I'm able to communicate to them how I'm feeling and also hear what they're feeling. But I can be quite a child and I can also have tantrums sometimes. Uh, and with my husband, he's also become more, he's always been a clown, but I think with me, he's become more of a clown. So we've also been doing a lot of clowning together. But I think for us, it's easier to have disagreements and to kind of talk about them in a meaningful way, to play with them also. And with, for example, like with my mother-in-law, I think I'm able to. I have all these human tendencies, of course, to kind of react and do all kinds of things, but I feel like I'm able to kind of reel myself back and also be more empathetic towards myself and towards others. So empathy is something that's a great skill that I've received from clowning and other work that I do, but clowning also. Yeah, and
keep everybody happy around you.
I think so. I like to think
that's really good one.
But I also know I can't keep everyone happy around me. So that's also okay.
Yeah. Auntie, do you like to be with quilling? Do you like quilling so much that you can be with quilling full day?
Quilling?
Clowning, yeah, clowning.
Oh, yes. Quilling, I don't know. Clowning, I do, I know, I love it. I am a clown my whole day. Yes, I love it. I love being it. It's a lot of fun.
Want your nose?
Want your nose pain when that eggshell is poking you?
Yes. That is why I don't let anyone touch my nose.
Oh, okay.
Is it poking you right now?
Right now? No, it's not. I sometimes feel itchy.
Yeah, because of the thread, no?
Something happens now. I feel I don't like this. And then it gets okay. But then sometimes I itch like this also and it gets okay. But the nose has to be very comfortable. Like this shouldn't be too tight. Otherwise, I won't be able to be myself. No, I'll always be worrying about this. So it has to be a comfortable nose.
But why do you worry about that? That's your laundry line. Your nose is the real thing you have to worry about.
The nose is like that only. Okay, yes, good point.
Shall we play the game now? And
Let's do it.
Yes.
What's the game?
Okay. Everyone, if possible, switch on your cameras.
Yes.
Or if not, then we'll play along with that also.
Yeah.
Leela, can you on my video? Yeah, I can't on my video because...
Can you on my video? I cannot on my video.
1 minute. Aditi?
It's showing that the host has disabled it.
Yeah.
Again!
Yeah.
Again for me
disabled. Whoever is the host.
We can see you, Avani. Your video is on. Vimal,
I can't see
everyone, we can
myself.
see you, all you.
We can see you, yes.
Yeah. Yes, Vibhuti, we are ready for the game.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, Sukhmani, should I share?
Yeah.
So there are 3 characters in the game, okay? The first one is tiger. Can you do that with me? Awesome. And the second one is a cow. And the cow does and with your hand on your stomach, just shifting your hand. Yes, good. And the third one is a alien. Alien does.
Should be all done.
That's
What
fine.
is it? The last one?
Alien. Alien. Okay. So now what we will do is we will all keep our heads down like this. Okay. And when we say 1, 2, 3, you have to choose any one character and do the acting. Okay. If you're alien, if you're a tiger, or if you're a cow. Okay. And the idea is that all of us have to try and do the same character. But of course, we can't talk and we can't cheat and we can't tell everyone what we're doing. We'll just keep trying until we get to the same character.
We need to keep a mic on mute.
Yes. No, you don't have to. But basically, the idea is that we keep doing it again and again. Every time we will keep our head down and go 1, 2, 3, ha, or any one of the characters. We'll do it till all of us do the same one. But we can't talk to each other. We can't tell each other, oh, let's do this one now. Okay? You only have to sense it.
Okay.
Okay.
Ready?
Let's do one trial.
1, 2, 3. Wow, lots of share and some aliens and no cow. Wow. Okay. We're getting there. That's close. Let's do another one. 1, 2, 4, and 3. Okay. Close. Close. There's lots of aliens this time.
you're not doing why.
No, it's okay. It's okay. We will get it. Don't worry.
We will get it. Okay. One more. Let's try once more. Okay, this time we'll get it. 1. Keep your heads down. 1, 2, 2.5, and 3. Okay. We have lots of aliens, lots of cows, lots of tigers.
Oops.
Yeah.
One last time, okay? Let's try this time. Let's try and take it. Okay. Okay, heads down, everyone. Quickly. 1, 2, 3.
I am the only type. There's one more.
Yeah, lots of aliens. 2 tigers.
All-
Awesome.
Wow, this group is amazing. They got it very quickly.
Yes. Clapping for ourselves. Let's clap for ourselves.
Yeah. It's 4. So we one message what you want to give to all of us about clowning. You like to share?
I would say try making a nose. You've all dressed up beautifully. Try a nose and have fun. And experience, really experience. You
This is a good job.
good job. To make a nose, yes.
I think
I had it and I wanted to wear it, but somehow I misplaced it, so I couldn't wear it. Same like Vibhuti.
I think I would just want you all to know that you don't need also to wear funny things to be a clown. And, whenever you're being your true self, that's your clown. So we all have clowns inside. And whenever you feel safe, please let out your clowns and play with whatever comes your way. When we play, then we're not blocking anyone. We're being open to possibilities. We're being open to people. The act of play is beautiful. We learn so many things. So play with whatever life throws at you.
Okay, we will all end the session with one thought about clown. Whatever we have been hearing from Sukhmani and Vibhuti, can we all share one thought from your side about clowning?
Good hangers.
Sorry, Adi?
Good flying hangers and hangers.
Okay.
It was new to know about this and it was very inspiring.
Yeah.
I want to try doing the clowning because whatever auntie shared, like there are, you can use any kind of materials. I want to try making some noses. Something in clowning I want to do.
Okay, Preeti is sharing, be yourself and be happy. That is what she take away. Yeah. For me also, it is like being truthful and honest. What is one takeaway from clowning what I wanted to see in myself. More? Avani, okay, yeah.
Achillesh, when you make your clown nose and everything, please send it to us, okay? Send us a picture of it.
Yes.
Rekha is sharing my play brings the real you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where should I share it?
You can share on the mic also, Achillesh. What is?
No. Where, I'm asking auntie, where should I share the picture of the?
We have a Facebook page called Purple Mangoes, so you can share it, send it to us there.
It's purple mangoes, no?
Purple mangoes. The purple mango.
Yes. So Chitra is telling, have some fun in life, don't be so serious. True. Shailaja is telling, I need to laugh a lot to get rid of white hairs. Yeah.
Come next time also, is so fun to meet you.
Yes. Anyone has to share any more thoughts? Otherwise, Krishna. Yes. Thank you so much, Sukhmani and Vibhuti, for sharing your time and your valuable words and passion with us. It was